I took on this 75 hard challenge, and I don't know if everybody knows what it is, but it's doing 75 days straight of something. I think today is day 40 of the challenge. I'm not very good at the counting thing, so I need to really go back and check, but I think today's day 40. At first it was great. I had, a whole bunch of ideas of what to do, and then I was going to do them as I was, getting up every day and just putting stuff together, making sure I had enough sort of footage for the day. But, today, as I said, it's day 40. Feel a little bit different about it. I actually feel a little bit of pressure getting up every day and trying to come up with a new idea. It's been tough. Some days I've got to do just like a talking head video or something like this where I'm just talking about my feelings. So, and something I'm not really good at is saying that it's hard because, I usually put 100% of effort into everything I do. And right now it feels like I'm ready to give up. But I've done that before with YouTube and I don't want to do it again. So I just decided today to do a video like this where I would just like talk straight to the camera and say exactly how I'm feeling. But I just want to let you know it's not been easy. It's been a little bit difficult this past few days trying to come up with ideas. So hopefully I'll get out of that rut. And again, I couldn't be in a nicer place to try to get out of a rut because again, the weather's perfect here. One of the hardest things for me to let go of was perfectionism kind of thing. I always try to have everything edited perfectly. And sometimes that was like getting right down to the last second before I posted the video because I was trying to edit it. But again, looking back on the videos and you see all the mistakes and everything else, you're like, why did you spend all that time editing it? So what I've learned is that I just can't spend all that time. I just got to get it out there in whatever form it takes. And I guess that's personal growth by doing this every single day. And again, I've got to let go of a lot of things and just get the videos out there. Like last night the video was posted at like 11:59 and I thought I missed it. So although it's been difficult, I have done it and I want to keep doing it, but the whole perfectionist thing had to go. And again, it's just one of those things you just got to learn like what's necessary and what's not. So if I have time, I'll do a whole bunch of music and I'll cut it nice and fine and everything else. If I don't, I'll put it up there as raw as it gets. And I think for people that don't actually make YouTube videos, what they probably don't realize is more time is done editing than anything else. It's kind of crazy that you put such amount of time, even when you're trying to like just do the basics of editing, just uploading each video clip that you do during the day, just cutting the ends off it, make sure and there's not too many ifs, ands, buts, that kind of stuff. That just takes time. Even the basics of it can take, just getting the clips uploaded and the very minimal cuts can take you 30 minutes. So 30 minutes at the end of the day is a bit of a chunk. And then if you want to get it perfect, you'll be there for hours. You'll be clipping. And remember, if the video is 10 minutes or 15 minutes long, you have to watch that video over and over and over again to try to make sure that it flows correctly and everything's working correctly in it. Again, sometimes it doesn't, but you have to let that go. The reason I started this 75-day challenge was I was trying to be more consistent with my YouTube posting. Again, 75 days, it's a bit of a tall order. And again, the kind of person I am, I started it, so I want to finish it. It's way harder than I thought it was going to be, but that's kind of what I always do. I always bite off more than I can chew and then try to learn along the way. So my YouTube consistency was terrible. Sometimes I would go 4, 5, 6 months without posting and then throw up a video and wonder why it only got 10 views. So I'm hoping by doing this, I can build up kind of an audience where people want to see what I'm doing every day. Not that most people care. Like, who the hell cares about me? Some Irish guy in Guatemala right now, living in Boston for the most part, you know. But I just thought I'd be able to impart some sort of knowledge about like traveling, doing things. I run multiple businesses, so I didn't know what angle to take while doing the videos. But this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to do the vlog every day, see what sticks. And I'm in here. I gotta go shopping. I gotta get my yogurt and my granola. I'm at La Torre, and for the simplest translation in Spanish, basically means the tower. While I'm here in the grocery store, I just thought, why don't I show you these? These are a basket, right? It's a basket, but it also has a pop-up handle on it, and then it becomes a wheelie basket. Like, who wouldn't have thought, like, why don't we have these in Boston? You know, you think Whole Foods wouldn't want something like this? It's so much easier to get your groceries done, especially when you only want a little bit. Maybe that's the whole point. They want you to put a whole lot. They want you to see that big empty space in the cart and fill it up. But anyway, I love these. They're literally a basket and a trolley all in one. Talking about the time it takes to do the editing and make the videos, like whenever you're working a full-time job, I run a couple of businesses, I work a full-time job and I work online, and so just trying to fit all that in to try to do the videos as well has been a bit of a pain. Again, I'm going to keep trying to do it, but as I say, I'm a little bit busy. And then of course there's the YouTube algorithm that you have to worry about. Like, it's, you know, you put up a thumbnail, you have to spend time working on a title, and you gotta think, is this title decent enough? Will people click on this video? You want to put something up there that's not clickbaity, you know, but people will look at and recognize. I see a lot of people putting up titles that have absolutely no reference whatsoever to their videos, and they have thousands of views. So I try to keep it real, but that's the other thing you gotta worry about during all of these postings is the YouTube algorithm ever going to pick up your video and put it in front of other people? I bet you thought I was about to do my usual screaming and yelling all over the place. Here's me in the church, you know, like I do when I'm walking around the street. Because when I'm around the street, I've learned, one of the hardest things I learned was, you know, not caring what people think about me. But I'm in the church and I do have some respect. A little, but I do have some respect. I'm learning so much about myself through this process, like a whole lot. And not just the obvious stuff, like how many takes it takes for me to say a sentence without messing up, like without saying and repeating myself many, many times. And that's a lot. So I'm actually capable of doing this when I stop overthinking and just do it, you know. I'm learning to be consistent, even when it's hard. And let me tell you, it's hard a lot of the times. There are days when I'm tired and I can barely string a sentence together. And the idea of putting out a video is just, it's annoying. But anyway, I do it. I'm also learning to push through the fear, the failure, because let's be real, failure is always lurking around the corner. When it's the video flops, or what if people hate it, or what if I look stupid? You know, I always look stupid. I'm looking stupid right now. There's probably 150 people here watching me, but I don't care. I'm still hitting the upload button even when the inner critic is screaming at me to give up, and that's progress, right? And maybe the biggest lesson that I'm learning is that it's okay not to be perfect. It's shocking, I know, for someone who obsesses over every normal little detail during the day. It's like too many what kind of shade of blue do I put on the thumbnail? So this challenge is forcing me to let go. Some days the video is rough, the lighting's bad, the audio's bad, and I'm pretty sure I'm ramble for 5 minutes about nothing. But you know what? It's up and it's done, and that's enough. Sometimes just showing up is enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to go viral. It's just that it has to exist for me. And for someone who spent way too much time waiting for the right moment or the perfect idea, that's a pretty big deal. The challenge is hard, like really hard, but it's also teaching me things I didn't even know I needed to learn, like how to trust myself, how to keep going even when it sucks, and how to be okay with being a work in progress. And honestly, that's worth more than any viral video at this moment. As I'm standing here in front of this beautiful view, and everybody's sitting here watching me make mistake after mistake after mistake, it's like, I don't care. It's like, I'm posting a video, I'm doing the 75 hard challenge, and I hope to get through it all. Thank you for watching the videos. This is pretty awesomeness for me.